This mom kicks out her 18-year-old daughter because she got pregnant. So I want you all to tell me what you all think about this.
Are you joking? That's all my stuff. This woman.
Right, you are not welcome here. You knew the rules.
Yes. Yes,
like
everything is in there. I packed for you. Now get yourself off.
Mum.
Don't mum me.
Mum.
No, I'm being serious.
You've packed my entire... Why?
Why?
Because you got
Pregnant, you stupid little
Damn.
You've done the exact thing
Mum.
that we said do not do.
How old were you when you got pregnant?
Don't worry
Last
about
time
that.
I checked, you were 18.
Yeah, don't bring me into it.
Don't
Made
bring...
a
You're
mistake.
kicking your own daughter out of the house for the same thing that you did at my age.
Exactly. Now you know what to
What
do.
do you want me to
Just get off and get it sorted out, and we might talk about it after.
sort it out?
Yes, you know
Mum.
what I'm saying.
Mum,
You should be a
Sorted.
stupid little absolute
you
stupid.
did the same thing as me.
It doesn't matter what I did.
I'm not...
I'm
no.
telling you, we
You are
told
back.
you.
I don't know. Oh,
Alright,
no.
so here's the thing. Now the mom is somewhat of a hypocrite because she did the same thing. She got pregnant at 18 as well. But at the end of the day, I am still not going to hold the mother in the wrong here. If you brought your kid up and she got, like, she made such a crazy bad decision to get pregnant at too young of an age, and then you brought your daughter up telling her that, here's the thing, don't get pregnant until you're well into your 20s or whatnot. That's a rule of this house. If you break that rule, you will no longer be living here. And then the kid breaks that rule anyway, then she has to face the consequences of her actions. I see a lot of people in the comments saying, oh, the mom is terrible, she's abandoning her daughter, she's telling her to get an abortion, or she can't live here. I think y'all are missing the point. The point is that she set a standard as the parent, and then her daughter went against that. She ignored the rules, and now she is paying the consequences for her actions.
Yeah, I think that, if a mom just says don't get pregnant, that or else you get kicked out, that's pretty dumb. Like, explain why. And I bet the mom did, that it would be hard on you, and plus the daughter is a piece of shit. Why would you go decide to open up your legs, get pregnant? Where's the guy? Where's the guy in all of this?
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she has a plan either. Like, I think the daughter is stupid.
Yeah.
She's just one of those young girls. She's not thinking long term as a lot of young people do. While the punishment is harsh, I'm not gonna pretend the punishment isn't harsh. Me, as I got threw out of my home at 14. I was 14 years old when my dad basically abandoned me, right? So I understand how difficult that is, but it just is what it is, right? I think that her, as a young woman, I really do hope she lands on her feet. I don't want anything bad to happen to her, because technically she is a teen mom because she's 18.
Yeah.
Even though people consider 18 an adult, they're still teen in the number,
Yes.
so she's still technically 18. But being a teen mom, because she's gonna have that kid at 19 most likely, is gonna be one of the most difficult things she ever has to face if she keeps the kid. Right? I hope she keeps the kid, and then she, kind of like really locks in, focuses on her job and save money, and I hope that she, manages properly. And then maybe in the future, her and her parents could come to some type of understanding. But I don't know, man. This is a really messed up situation.
Yeah, I hope she sets a good, environment for the child, and she's dumb for repeating the same cycle as her mom did. It's like, that's really dumb, like, seriously. Hopefully, the guy's parents takes her in, and or she tries to get a job, explain to the people that her situation, and maybe they could work something out. Hopefully, because she seemed nice. She's an idiot, but hopefully she can have
Don't ignore the rules, man. That's moral
Yeah.
of the story. Moral of the story is, don't ignore. If your parents set a standard for you, they're not doing that just to control you. A lot of the times, good parents are doing this to keep you on the right track. They don't want you falling off and ending up in a bunch of crazy situations that you can't handle, and then it just is what it is. There's some lines you just don't cross with certain parents, and I understand it, right? Again, I'm not faulting the mom. I think I see so many people saying that she's such a bitch and she's this and that, and yeah, cool, it's cool if you guys feel that way, but it's still her standard to have. It's like, for instance, with me, like if my son, and I'm being so honest with you, if my son turns out to be gay, I don't want any part to do with it. I don't want any part to play in that. It's like, nah, I'm good. No thank you. Right? We're just not going to interact anymore.
And that should be fine, you know. You shouldn't be having to accept something if you don't want it. You know?
Yeah, the reality is, bro, listen, you turns out you one of these fruity motherfuckers and you want to come up in my house with boyfriends and nah, bro, you're not living here. You need to move out. Because here's the thing. Okay, let's say I see signs of that in my son at a young age, right? I'll start to educate him on it. You know, I'll start to tell him that, you know, I'll show him certain things, certain examples on the internet. I'll show him that, in my opinion, in my view, I don't think that's the right way to live. I know people would disagree with that, and that's fine. I don't really care if you disagree. Live however you want. My perspective on it is that I don't support that shit. I don't see it as the right way to live, okay? But let's say I see signs, I'll just tell my kid, I'll say, here's what. I need you to understand that we are not going to be family anymore if you were to go down this road. And I know that sounds very scary and it sounds very harsh to a lot of people, but that's just me being completely honest, right? And yeah, it's the same thing that the mom is doing right now. She's like, if you cross this line, we're essentially going to distance ourselves from you. And I think that's fine for the mom to do.
Yeah, it's not about just being homophobic. I'm not scared of gay people, okay? So yeah. It's just having a preference, you know. You don't,
standard,
yeah, you just don't want this thing, and you decide to stay away from it. That's all it is.
Yeah, but yeah, like I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with this one. I don't care. I think it's fine if you disagree. If you do agree with our takes, though, like and subscribe, and tell us why down below that you agree. You know, and besides
or
that,
disagree as well.
Yeah, besides that, I want everybody else to have a good rest of your day.
Bye, guys.